My guests today are criminal defense attorney Lesa Pamplin and litigator Angela Megahan. We're here to talk about a new podcast called Pamp and Circumstance. So, Lesa and Angela, please tell us why you started this podcast and a little bit about the topics you explore.
This idea was a friend of mine down at the courthouse that said, "Why are you running for judge? Won't you?" That's not like something that really fits your personality because you're going to be silenced, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody else said it to me on the campaign trail, and I talked to Angela about it. And after, November the 8th, we just started putting our heads together and decided we were going to go forward and have a forum where we could talk about issues nationally, but also talk about local politics as well.
Mm-hmm. And Angela, what's your perspective on the podcast?
It's a new adventure. I've known Lesa since 1998 when we met in the DA's office. I did not think that I would do it. But then after working on the campaigns, I felt like there was a space and a need in Tarrant County for women, especially Black women, women of color, to be able to talk and to talk unfiltered and not have to, in my opinion, I guess, watered down opinions. And so Lesa was a logical choice for a partner because she is very unfiltered. So yeah, it was just fun. It's fun and it's a new adventure. And I also think that it is going to help Tarrant County locally, but also on the state and national level.
Well, speaking of unfiltered insights, I listened to your first episode and you talked about our new DA, Phil Searle's choices. And it's no secret that he's brought a lot of his old friends back on board. But let me get your analysis. You tell me, give me your analysis of Phil's recent hirings, please.
If you look at the organizational chart and you see Rosanna Salinas, you see Terry Moore, you see people like that are well, highly qualified. They were former prosecutors and sought after defense attorneys. So they know what they're doing. I have nothing bad to say about Robert Huseman or Dale or Alana. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you could compare what Phil did and you compare what Sharon Wilson did, Sharon started off, with diversity in her hirings. That's not something that I think Phil cares about. He's going to surround himself with people that look like him, that look like his base, and the hiring of any high-level African Americans is not going to happen.
So what topics are you two going to be exploring in the coming weeks and months with your podcast? Financial
wealth building. We're going to be talking about mental illness. We're going to be talking about women's health. We're going to be talking about the Tarrant County Jail and Sheriff Wayburn and the people that have died in that jail. And it's national stories of, people with mental illness dying, inside a jail cell because they couldn't afford to make bond. So we're going to bring all that stuff to the forefront.
I believe that the way forward and the way we get diversity in the courtroom and in all offices is that we win at the ballot box, right? That we win elections. So my involvement, I agreed to do this because having spent 15 months on the political scene and having, in my opinion, since I've lived here since 1998, the best slate of Democratic candidates, and then to not have more turnout, I believe that we need to have the conversation about what is happening and change how things are done so that we can actually post some wins.
Lastly, plug where folks can follow your new podcast.
Our website is pampandscircumstance.com, and we are on all of the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Player FM, you name it, and you can find us there. We are self-producing, so we are learning as we go. Okay. But yeah, we're excited about it.
All right. Well, I enjoyed the first episode. I look forward to listening to many more on my runs on the trail and whatnot, keeping up with what's going on in Tarrant County. We encourage folks to do the same. So Lesa and Angela, thanks for your time and best of luck with your endeavors and the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.